Hello everybody and welcome back to the stream. Sorry it is like a whole hour later than normal. I was an hour away from my house. I mentioned at the very end of stream last time that I was going with my friend today to help them do dress shopping for their wedding. And let me just say, I have the prettiest friends. Literally, like, it was very cool. I don't see her dress up super often, or at least not like this, so it was really cool getting to see that side of her. She didn't buy a dress today, but we found one that she really liked, and I'm very, very excited. But we still have a whole year before the wedding, so. But welcome guys to the stream. I see both Pinky and Shadow, or no, just Pinky. Pinky and Shadow are both pink, so it's a little confusing. Okay, Pinky's about to get dinner, doesn't know what to get. Amazing. I always go for noodles. That's my go-to. Pretty people attract pretty friends, I guess. Literally every single one of my friends are just stunning. Like, if we're friends, you are stunning. And that's just the laws of the universe. I don't know why, but that's just how it works. But how are you guys? I'm doing great. I had a pretty good day. It's supposed to start snowing tonight again, and I have like both Friday and Saturday off of work. So we're set up to have a fantastic weekend. Okay. Today we are playing on the EggSMP. I don't really have a solid plan, but I want to show you guys what I've been up to because I did mostly finished the drop chute into Moya's base and our bubble elevator out, and I thought we could just kind of poke around and see what kind of stuff we can get into. I think that is everything that I needed to say beforehand, so we can go ahead and swap over to the desktop gaming. I don't know if anyone's going to be joining us tonight since it is Thursday and everyone on the server has work in the morning except for me. It's been snowing here quite a bit, but not enough to be fun, just enough to be inconvenient. Oh no, that's really homophobic. It snowed here on Sunday, and it was enough to be fun. It was also an inconvenience. I don't know what kind of snow we're expecting tomorrow. Good, hopefully going into an easy day of work tomorrow, so I'm happy about that. Yo, that's nice. I love it when, like, days at work are pretty easy and chill. Okay. I don't think... Yeah, we're the only ones online. So, first thing that's different is I put a little bridge here so we can still access our sugarcane. And I finally finished this wall, and I changed this out to warp stem and made a little itty bitty tiny hallway. But this is what we have so far. If we go down here, this is our bubble elevator, and I made it functional before I finished making it pretty. So that's gonna be something that we have to deal with later. I think I started making the drop chute on stream the other day. I don't really remember. But it's completely finished now, like, all the way through. It's the warp stem all the way down. Okay. I don't think anyone's been on a lot this past week. I know they've spent some time trying to finish up the Enderman farm. And last I heard, they had killed 8 Endermites. So it is... Oh. Is that new? Or has that always been that far down? Anyway. They're 8 Endermites in, and they still have not finished the Enderman farm, I believe. So that's that. We could take our bubble elevator up. I have it glass all the way up until it gets into the cave. And then I'm doing light blue concrete through this. And you can see where it cuts out on the sides. It would have been easier to finish the concrete before I made that functional. Because I don't think the concrete will fall because it'll immediately get wet and turn from the powder to the solid. So that's gonna be fun. Killed 8, yes! So the reason it killed so many is Enderman kept getting in there, and then when they finally made it Enderman proof, Katie didn't want to die, and so they were wearing armor with thorns on it. So it keeps dying to thorns, apparently. So maybe we can find... Oh, we've got a couple ender pearls. Maybe we can find where they've got ender pearls and help them out a bit. Because we did kind of directly hinder their progress. Oh, cute. Okay. We did make things difficult for no reason the other day. So we can be nice and go try to finish this out for them. I don't know if they have any, like, materials? I'll take a name tag. Oh, again, I wasn't even... Every time. Yeah, they've been struggling a lot, so... I don't know what it is about us trying to make Enderman farms on this server, and it always going terribly when it comes to the very last step. I'm not gonna take any food. Nor torches. I'm going to expect to die, and that's just gonna have to be okay. Actually, a little bit of food would probably be helpful. Now that I think about it. Okay. Now I don't have to be careful, because for the longest time, it was only straight down over here. And I couldn't, like, I had to be very careful. But now I don't have to, and that feels nice. I also started knocking out the walls here and replacing them with some of the leftover glass that I had. Because the glow squids spawn in there sometimes, and I thought it would be like a cute aquarium. And I might go in there and light it up and decorate it a bit. That could be fun. Oh, the nether portal's this way. I'm just so used to, like, coming down to these caves to go mining that I immediately just go in the wrong direction every time. Oh, they got their horses just chilling. That's amazing. Yeah, I tried to keep it to where our stuff was in line with Moya's aesthetic and also not in the way. So that's why we went with light blue and spaced it apart so much. Okay. Need to go this way, hook around this way. Okay. Yo, Kuma, thank you for the raid! Welcome, Kuma Monster Raiders. I hope you guys are having a good day. What, how did your stream go? What did you play? Did you guys have fun? Hello! How are you guys? Yola, amazing. Hello. I hope you guys are having a great time. Yoshi's Island led me close to insanity for sure. Oof. Yoshi's Island is very fun though. I have only ever played Yoshi's Island 3 on like the Game Boy Advance, I believe. Loved that game. Very difficult. I was also 9. But I love that. That sounds like a lot of fun. I've only played the first one. Oh, nice. I've only ever played the third one. Yo, thank you, Philip, for the follow. Okay, let's see if we have any better luck trying to spawn. Okay, trying to spawn an Endermite. I have not come very well prepared. I'm hoping we can find some stuff down here as well. How's your day been? My day's been great. Okay. I thought I was gonna fall into the void and be very sad. One of my best friends is getting married in about a year, and she started the dress picking process today, and so I spent all day, well, not all day because I was only up there for like a couple hours, but to be fair, I didn't actually get up and start like experiencing the day until it was about time to leave. But that's what I did today. I got to hype up my pretty friends in pretty dresses, so it's been a very cool day. That's super fun. Yeah, it was very cool. Like, we walked in and there were just the dresses are very expensive, but I think anything related to the wedding industry is going to be really expensive. So that was fun. Oh, good. Okay. There is stuff. I do not know what's going on though. Okay, I see. So we need this thing to be there. It's there. There is not a single rail. How could this happen? Okay. Yeah, I don't... That's... okay. How were they placing... Oh, wait, is it up here? Okay. Well, I was not expecting to come into that dilemma. I probably should have just left that placed, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, guys, we've got to head back to the surface. Did they really not leave any kind of rails? Okay. Back we go! Why are they attacking me? I did not... Okay. Okay. Those things are terrifying. They really are. They're terrible, and for what? Please fall. Okay. I don't know if he just fell into the void and we're done with him, but it looks like it, so we're just gonna say that's what's happening. Okay. We've got a bubble elevator, but it's a little rough. I don't know why we made a bubble elevator without actually making a way down. Or why we didn't just do a ladder. I'm not the one who actually started setting this up. I specifically said I wasn't gonna help them make it because I helped make the last one that our group made. And I did not like the process. For those who have never made an Enderman farm, it's very rough. Like, it's not hard, but it's a long process. At least it is with my group of friends. We always have like a really hard time with it. Okay, I think I might have... Yes, I've got a couple of rails. Amazing. Now we get to go back. I have a confession, I've never played this game. That's fair. Minecraft is one of those games where you either absolutely love it, you absolutely hate it, or you've just never really, like, played it before. I've never played or watched Minecraft. I have no idea what's going on. Oh. We're basically trying to spawn something that has, like, a small chance of spawning when you throw these teleportation things. And we're using that to finish a farm that someone else started making last week. It's just very hard. Oh, it's pretty. Thank you. I have some shaders on, which makes it very nice. It doesn't change too much about the game other than like lighting, and that's the main thing. But I love it. Minecraft is one of those games that has so much potential for beauty in it, especially when you play with people who enjoy building like really nice things. And luckily, most people on this server enjoy building. I have to say most and not all though, because my brother has made it his goal to build the ugliest thing known to man on this server. When we head back to our house, I will show you guys, because it is an abomination. And I also need to check to see if he has gone on and seen my trap, because I left like a little joke trap for him. I'm sure people like breaking things too. Oh yes, of course. My house would be ugly too. It takes practice. Like when you first start playing the game, especially if you don't watch a lot of like people who do building, then it is something like to get used to and practice with. Okay. Just wanted to make sure there was nothing important. Back in we go. I probably should have set my spawn. But you know what? That's okay. That's fine. Okay. The fun thing about Minecraft is it doesn't matter how far you fall, as long as you land in water, you don't take any fall damage. So that's cool. I love that for us. Once we get the thing spawned in, I am not going to clean up their mess of all these, like, ladders and scaffolding. They can come back and do that themselves. This music is my safe space. The Stardew Valley music is so good. It is literally amazing. Before I started streaming, I would just listen to the Stardew Valley soundtrack just for fun. It was great. Agreed 100. Yes. I don't know what kind of crack they put into the Stardew Valley music, but it is just so good. You do take a little bit of damage every time you use one of these like teleportation things, which is obnoxious, and that's how it's so easy for the thing that spawns to kill you. Like, even when I don't move, it still gives me damage, which makes no sense. I've certainly got a disgusting amount of hours of Stardew Valley. Mood. Last I checked... Okay, so... I don't have, like, a ton of hours, because I didn't start playing the game until, November of 2020. So, about a year ago. But last I checked, it was definitely in the triple digits, which... It feels like a lot to me, because I go through periods of time where I do not touch the game for months on end, but then when I do play it, I play it, like, all day. Kind of like with Animal Crossing. Well, we spawned one, but I don't think it went the way we needed it to. Hi, how are you doing? We also needed to name tag it first, but I panicked. Okay. Can I build myself in a bit so that I... Well, okay. So that I don't do that. Doing good. Hope y'all are having a good day. I'm having a great day. Thanks for asking. But I'm glad you're doing well. We are trying to finish this Enderman spawner. Okay, now it's super dark. That's fine. Okay. We'll work with this. The big concern. Yeah, we're struggling. But also, hi, Kel. How are you doing? Doing a big concern. Do you not have armor? Yeah, I'm not wearing any armor. But that's fine. I was kind of expecting to die. You know what? It would be... Actually, I'm gonna log out to, like, make the Enderman not be mad at me anymore. And then we're gonna go grab my... I think there's a... Well, this would work if I didn't throw my pickaxe. Okay. I think there's an ender chest down here that I can grab a chest plate out of. I know part of why they're having such a hard time is because people are wearing armor with thorns on it, but our armor is unenchanted, so it should be okay. Should be fine. It's not a lot, but I do realize it is better than absolutely nothing. And I know Moya has a diamond helmet up here, but it has Curse of Binding, so if we do wear it, we're gonna have to kill ourselves later to be able to give it back to them, which is not a problem. There are plenty of ways to die without losing items. Like with fall damage. What am I doing? Okay. We will borrow this. Okay, that should help a bit, I think. Did it spawn one? No. I remember last time we did this, we literally just sat here and purled back and forth for over an hour before it even spawned one. Hopefully we have better luck than that. Okay. It is so dark in here. Is there... Why are there azaleas over here? Okay. Gotta wait for my health to get back up. Riveting content, I know. Learning about a whole new world. Minecraft is very fun to learn about because there's lots of fun quirky things about the game. Also, I'm glad to hear that you're doing well, Kel. Why does this give me so much damage when I'm literally moving half a step? Maybe I'm just allergic to ender pearling. Oh, that has mending on it. Okay, that's cool. Hi, sir. like he could sense the eye contact, but couldn't tell from where. So I know if I took shaders off, we would not be able to see through the leaves like this. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna need to spawn something soon, so I'm almost out of carrots. Is there any more? No, okay. I'm trying to manifest an endermite. Before we spawned one like super quickly. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go grab some better food. Building farms in Minecraft is one of those things, the glare. Building farms in Minecraft is one of those things that's like, the end result is so worth it, but while you're in the process, it is so rough for like no reason. Grab those stuffed aubergines. Literally. I was this close to playing on Alethea tonight. I thought about it, but while I was hanging out with Libby, Roy called and he was like trying to come meet up where we were, but we were also like about to leave so I could go home. And I was like, oh, if you just miss me that much, I'll play on our server tonight, and I don't know if anyone's gonna join us. Oh, how did that happen? Well, I'm gonna kill myself. I lost my diamond chest plate! I cannot have anything nice on this server. I'm gonna commit so much crimes. And yeah, and the helmet too. The helmet wasn't even mine. I don't understand why the bubble elevator just spit me out like that. I might have just not been facing the right way. Don't commit suicide. Shadow, I have lost so many things. Yeah, that was my fourth, wait. Picked up, times crafted. That was my, where did they go? That was my fourth diamond chest plate. And they don't break on me. I just keep dying and losing them. How many diamonds in total? Yeah, I have picked up 93 diamonds. And you know how many of those I still have on me? None. 3 if you count the half-dead diamond pickaxe. Which I guess you should. 90% of the diamonds and diamond gear I have lost has been to really stupid deaths or just me having a hard time. Well, there goes our efforts on being helpful, and in turn we've actually made their jobs even more difficult because there is no longer a minecart up there for them. You know what? That's fine. That is fine. I don't think anyone's been online, so there's no point in going to check our secret project. So I'm not going to. But, oh, I did say I was going to show you guys my brother's base. So we can go ahead. I actually need food first because I will probably take a lot of fall damage trying to get over there. Because he lives on the other side of the valley. Like kind of where that smokestack is. I love the new update, but it is really, really hard to traverse over there. I do want to build bridges across, like, just to make it easier to go from one side to the other without having to go all the way down the mountain and then all the way back up. Okay. I have a little bit of iron to make some tools. But we don't need to do that right now. I feel like that would probably not end well. Neither will traveling at night. I am so used to playing on Alethea where I'm so overpowered that it doesn't even matter. Okay, let's go show you guys my brother's disgusting build. He's building it ugly on purpose, so it's not like he just genuinely doesn't know how to build. But he does not watch Minecraft YouTubers. So, not that you have to watch Minecraft YouTubers to know how to build, but he is the kind of person that doesn't focus on building in Minecraft. He's more of a getting rich and being good at fighting things type of player. That's what he strives for. Not to say there's anything wrong with that. But basically, it's a long-winded way of saying he's building ugly on purpose, probably because he can't build pretty very easily. But he is also suffering the same difficulty that I am, where you can't survive to collect resources. So that might also be a factor in his decision to make the most disgusting thing known to man. Okay. I think I might have overshot it just a bit. But we mostly just need to get... Oh, yeah. There it is. There it is. He calls it the forehead. He says this is what my forehead looks like. Okay. Let's get this thing in all of its glory. He started off wanting to build it all out of oak, just have an oak monstrosity, and then realized that that would take a lot of oak. So he started mixing in other blocks. And it's a choice, for sure. But his idea is he wants to take it all the way up to build height. So, I don't think he has found our trap yet. There's really not a way for me to tell without sending it off myself. Because I placed TNT, but then I also put it in water so it's not actually going to destroy anything. But when he gets on, he will be surprised. What is this? Who's... Okay. I guess my brother lives in an igloo while he's building his main base. No, this place is gorgeous, and I think it would... I'm a little torn between... if I think the bridges connecting, like, the mountain peaks would look nice, or if it would be cluttered and ugly. So I'm trying to find a happy medium, and I think our best bet is to try to do natural bridges. Or at least bridges that look overgrown, to kind of make it feel more in place and not super man-made, even though it's man-made. Well, that's what I'm thinking. I think I kind of want to start trying to work on the bridges. That would be a choice. I think I'm probably gonna use spruce because I think that would look good. First I'm gonna check what stock I have because I'm probably just gonna steal some wood from my own shops. And it's looking like, because I don't want to build it out of acacia. We do have a lot of spruce in the area, so I feel like spruce would be the good thing. Knocked another coding assignment with shadow help, and I feel iconic. Amazing. Coding is really difficult. Yes, I added some Steven Universe lo-fi stuff to this playlist because I still love Steven Universe. It's great. I have not seen Future yet. But other than Steven Universe Future, I've seen everything of the original series. It does feel so nice when you get stuff to work through. That is true. I didn't get stuff to work though with coding. I could do HTML, like website coding, really basic stuff. That was about it though. Do we want to do jungle? I think I want to do jungle. And that's not just because I have a lot of jungle logs in stock. Definitely not my main deciding factor. Basically, I'm gonna make a bunch of slabs and try to make a bridge. Because I go over to my brother's forehead a lot. And I'm sick of this. But it would be nice just connecting like a bunch of different points of the area. Make it a little bit easier to traverse. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. We're gonna start with this. Oh, I probably should have left at least a few logs. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think I'll make it 3 wide. It's so hard for me to decide, like, if I want to go for a 2 wide or a 3 wide area anytime I'm doing something. I do want to come through here with, like, fences at some point to give it a railing so that people don't just walk off. And then we're gonna decorate it with leaves somehow. It's also gonna eventually have to snake over that way because I do want to make it right next to my house. I will terraform this out a little bit so it's not such a skinny walkthrough. Okay. I guess this is our choice. This is how we're gonna do this. Alright. Now we can take it a step up. We're aiming for where the smokestack is. So hopefully we can get there without it being too disgusting of a bridge. Okay, we will, instead of wasting slabs, let's big brain move real quick. Okay. You know, I did not, when I woke up this morning, I didn't think I would be spending this evening listening to 80 synth remixes of JoJo's music and building a bridge across our valley. But here's where we are. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Why did I stop shifting? This is so sad. What am I even doing?
Jotaro!
Dio! Dio has no reason to be so hot. Because he's supposed to be evil incarnate, essentially. But yet they make him like that. Why are my items just... Hello? What is going on? Why are these blocks just continuously falling? Do I have any more? Yes. Jeez, okay. I believe that's everything. Possibly. Potentially. Okay. Oh, fun fact! It has been a while. Oh, I have a fun fact. This fun fact is brought to you by my friend Sarah, who, well, she didn't tell me this directly, but I've learned it through her. But do you guys remember the strawberry dress, from last year that went viral on TikTok? It turns out that that strawberry dress is made 100% from tulle. Like, tutu fabric. The whole dress is see-through tulle that's just layered and decorated with strawberries in a way to hide how see-through it is. Even the little like ribbon is made out of tulle. I thought that was very cool. I think that's a fun fact. I will also return a fun fact. Yo! What fun fact do you have for us, Keegan? I fell out of the world and I fell from a high place. Amazing. Hello! Yes, welcome, wonderful people. That's such a cute idea for a command shadow. I absolutely love that. Male bees can only mate 7 to 10 times in a mating flight before they just die, and if by chance they somehow do live, they get kicked out of the hive anyways. I love that. I love that they just get kicked out. That doesn't make any sense to me why they would be just kicked out. But I love that for them regardless. It is very cute. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you, suggested it. It's a very fun idea. Okay. So if they cheat the odds and live, they get evicted. It's because female bees do all the work, so once a male bee has mated, he's done his sole job and is useless. Amazing. Okay, get out of here if you somehow didn't die. Once again, females carrying species. Oof. That is so funny. Oh, I was right. I don't know how much of an incline we actually need to make this at, but I feel like at the pace we're going, we may fall just a little bit short. But I want it to kind of slope down a bit. And I do want it to be half steps the whole way. But I think now we can start sloping it more? So I want it to feel like it's really sloped down into our thing. This is my favorite Steven Universe song. Wait, the giant woman one? Is that the one that was cosplaying? Favorite. That's okay, Keegan. I spell things wrong all the time. Like, I get into people's Twitch chats and I suddenly don't know how the English language works anymore. Here Comes a Thought. Oh, why did the giant woman was playing? Here Comes a Thought. I remember when that episode dropped. It was monumental. It was so good. Well, we're just gonna call that character. Leave it there like that. I'll never forget when I was watching Squid Games and they started playing Fly Me to the Moon. And I was sitting there like... I was just sitting there and it caught me off guard. And I was watching this and I was like Evangelion? Because I had never heard that song outside of a Neon Genesis Evangelion context. Like, I know that anime didn't create the song, but that's still like how I know it and what I know it from. Love that. It was a fun moment. It's like, I wonder if all the other anime people are getting the same kind of whiplash from this as I did. Oh, that was just the wrong block entirely. Wait, I missed Steven Universe talk? Oh no. We were talking about how good Here Comes a Thought is. Steven Universe was a really fun show. I loved it a lot. I miss it, honestly. I was lucky enough that I wasn't so in the fandom trenches that it got ruined for me, like it did a lot of other people. So that was fun. I learned my lesson with Black Butler not to get into the trenches of fandom. And honestly, I don't think I'm ever gonna go back to a fandom like that. I told my friend Libby today, I was like, the next convention I go to, I'm gonna be cosplaying from Black Butler. And if a single Black Butler fan comes up to me, I'm just gonna die on the spot. And not in the good way. And she was like, wow, okay. I would die for Garnet. Valid, as you should. Garnet is such a good character. Honestly, my favorite characters, I really loved Pearl. I thought she was great. Like, a very fun character. And when they introduced Lapis, I was like, yo, this is literally me. And I fell in love with Lapis. But then when they introduced Peridot, I was like, actually, this is literally me. So Peridot and Lapis are now my two favorites. I cannot pick between the two. I know Peridot will never, fuse with anyone, but if there ever were to be a Lapis and Peridot fusion, it would probably, quite frankly, just be me. Literally. Her arc was so... Yeah, Pearl's arc was very good. I loved it. Pearl had nice development. Pearl and her Irish arc. Oh, Pearl. Amazing. But no, I thought it was very, I loved how that show kind of explored the themes that it explored. And it caught me off guard too, because I first started watching Steven Universe in 2015 before it had gotten super serious. And I literally got into it as the overall plot was getting started and starting to kick up. And I was like, very caught off guard with the way this show tried to make me face my problems. Yo, why is Shadow getting auto I've made a PowerPoint on all the characters' arcs because my friend belittled Pearl to only existing to be Rosa's side hoe. I feel like Pearl's arc is learning how to be a person. Which I know when I say it that way makes it sound very trivial, but it's like she's learning how to be herself outside of the context of what other people expect her to be. Learning how to not be a side hoe, to be honest. Literally. I will say Pearl was a side hoe for a while. She was, but we didn't get prisoned. I feel like she didn't come across that way. Because we see everyone through the lens of Steven, and Steven really looks up to Pearl and thinks that she is amazing. You know, rightfully so. Gotten very distracted and now no longer know what I'm doing with this bridge. Okay. I think we're headed to a good spot. We do need to shift it over just a bit more. Amazing. She sees her as this he sees her as this parental role model, really. Honestly, yeah. He sees all of the gems that way. I feel like Amethyst is more of a big sister than a mom, but Steven has a different relationship with what a mother figure looks like than I do. That's fine. Okay. This bridge is very experimental in a lot of ways. Okay. I'm at the point where I can have intelligent conversations again. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna knock that back out. Steven's idea of a mother figure, aka his mom, was not that much of an icon. I hated rose quartz. Controversial opinion. I always hated rose quartz. Okay. I don't want to be that person that, like, trauma dumps on stream. Like, that'd be embarrassing. But... when I was watching Steven Universe, I was going through it. I had just, not, like, just recently gotten out of, but had, within the past, like, couple of years or a year and a half to starting that show, I had gotten out of, like, a really, really bad relationship. And so when I started watching Steven Universe, this is also why I always hated Jasper, after, like, the Jasper Lapis arc happened. But basically, I saw how Rose Quartz treated Greg. I was like, this is not it. I never thought that she saw Greg as an equal. And in order to have a healthy relationship, it's kind of important to see your partner as an equal. I always got the impression that Rose Quartz thought of Greg as a pastime or a toy. He was a novelty to her. And I remember the first episode that we saw them interact. I think it was... I don't remember. But I do remember, I think it was when they did that music video thing. I saw, when that episode dropped, I was like... red flags going off, alarms sounding. I was like, Rose is a terrible person. So I was like, Rose and Greg are not it. They are not it at all. And I felt so bad for Greg, because Greg is such a cool dude. He's just vibing, living his best life in Beach City. well, we're gonna lose a couple of slabs here. Rose kind of had a bit of straight man energy. I guess some of what she did, but it was like, ma'am. She would talk about him like he couldn't hear her too sometimes. Yeah, Greg Universe did write some banger songs. I love Greg Universe, but I always felt like Rose didn't see humans on the same level that she saw herself in other gyms. Which, you know, I mean, that's... I don't want to say that's fine, but that's... I mean, she's she's alien royalty, essentially. She's not... I'm not expecting her to see humans on the same level as the diamonds. But at the same time, I don't know, it always rubbed me the wrong way, the way that Rose treated Greg. And the show never really addressed that, which I don't think that was the story they were there to tell and address, and that's fine. But I always hated Rose for that. And Steven Universe spoilers, by the way, but when we started learning more about Rose Quartz and the war that the Crystal Gems fought in, a lot of things started making sense. I felt very validated in me not liking Rose from the get-go. So that was nice. I love feeling validated. We need more slabs. Probably gonna need more than that too. Okay. So understandable but still wrong. Yeah. It's one of those things, and I think that show was trying to make us see that, or at least make us think about different ethics types. So there's like different types of ways of looking at ethics, and one of the ways is, do the ends justify the means? And I feel like for Rose Quartz, a lot of what she did in context, it can be justified. The ends could justify the means. But at the same time, Steven doesn't see it that way. Steven sees it as, oh, you just basically murdered people. Which, like, that's not okay. And Steven doesn't think that's okay, and the show is not trying to make you think that's okay. But I really do feel like it was trying to push people to think. And so I thought that was kind of interesting, how it didn't make Rose out to be a villain, but it didn't exactly make her out to be a good guy either. So that was kind of a cool thing to see, especially in a children's show. It's a very weird dynamic because you see the iffy parts, but for most of the show, all the characters are expressing how amazing she was whenever it happened, and it was like, besties, I think y'all got scammed. A lot of it is Rose was everyone's savior, basically. Like, Garnet, well, Ruby and Sapphire, Garnet, Pearl, even Amethyst in a way. So they all had really good reasons to idolize her, because they wouldn't be there without her. And I think they see that and they don't think past that. Unlike Bismuth, who got screwed over. There's no other way to say that. Did you watch Steven Universe Feature? I haven't yet. My parents did get an HBO Max subscription for Christmas, and I need to ask my mom for the login, because I'm pretty sure Steven Universe is on there. Either that, or I'm just gonna buy the collector's DVDs, because there's like a collection, what am I trying to say? There's a collector's edition, and it's got the whole series, plus the movie, and Future. And the only reason I haven't purchased it yet is because the packaging is kind of shitty. Like, it's beautiful art, but the way that they have everything packaged, the DVDs are just in these little, like, cardboard sleeves. And it's not good for the discs themselves. And a lot of people in the reviews were talking about how the packaging scratched up the discs. And I'm like, that is making me hesitate from buying this now. I wonder if they will change it. Probably not, because Cartoon Network has a history of screwing over Steven Universe. Not gonna lie, Steven getting angry with his mom was great. Yeah, I heard that Steven Universe Future kind of wrapped up with a lot of things that people thought were missing from the original show, like dealing with... Oh, okay. Well, we're being hate crimed. But I heard that Steven Universe Future does deal with, like, Steven processing everything and the aftermath of everything, because the original show really does gloss over, like, what Steven is going through. Because that's not the story they're there to tell. So I did like, what I've heard, I really like what they did with Future. About to get I was literally about to get Philza Minecrafted. I was so scared. I'm honestly surprised the skeleton didn't murk us. Like, sad, but I was happy he came to terms with, like, his feelings were valid for how angry he was with her. Yeah. I know I, like, touched on it a bit about Steven having, like, conflicting emotions about his mom and being very, like, not happy with her. And it really did start to make it obvious how he felt there towards the end. But I feel like we didn't spend enough time on that in the original show. Why are you... Where did you come from? Where the fuck was he? I'm just gonna burn... Okay, I'm not gonna burn to death. What? Okay. Just trying to break this crafting table. That's what I liked about Future... Oh, okay. That's what I liked about Future, was that they were basically like, oh yeah, no, this man has some heavy PTSD from all that stuff. Honestly, some of those episodes were very traumatizing. Like, not to me to watch, because I was like a whole ass adult watching Steven Universe, but I could see how, like, a younger kid, I don't know exactly what the target audience for the show was, because I feel like it may have shifted over time. Like, when the show first released, I'm pretty sure the younger audience was like 8 to 9, maybe 10. But when the show wrapped up, I feel like a good chunk of its viewer base was a lot older than that, and they knew that. So I'm not really sure what the target audience was by the end. But it also could be one of those shows that grew with its original audience, which I love that. Honestly, early stuff was spooky too, like Bismuth episode kind of had me an adult uncomfy. When I say early stuff, I mean season 1, like before the plot even gets started. Like, now that I say that, some of the early stuff was also really spooky too. Because there was that one episode where Steven made the mascot for that fry place come to life, and that was a little spooky. So never mind, maybe the show's just always been like that. But it was a lot more silly in the beginning. Bismuth bestie, chill out. I used to cry every time I watched Steven Universe. I just... all these emotions. So, I was watching that Bismuth episode, and I was sitting there sobbing. It was so good. Like, I don't know the actor's name, but I know she's in Orange is the New Black. And I haven't watched a lot of that show. I've watched a few episodes with my mom, because my mom was watching it. Based off of everything I have seen, the woman who voices Bismuth plays my favorite character, so I already love her. But she did such a good job. She was phenomenal in that role. We are, I think, over halfway there. Amazing. I think I'm gonna start getting a bit experimental. making it a little bit steeper in some parts so that it looks more slopey. Okay, well. I don't know if that has the desired effect that I am hoping for. Not the fry man. The fry man thing was so, like, funky. Yes! I couldn't remember the name. It's been a while. Me and Spidey watched it all over the summer, and we were like, this episode needs a body horror trigger for quite a few of the season 1 episodes. Yeah. Body horror is one of those things that doesn't personally trigger me. Like, sometimes it gets a little much, but not in a way that I thought was, like, super, super wild. But I do see, like, when I take a step back and realize, like, not everyone grew up with a creepypasta phase where they were reading and subjected to a lot of gore, then I'm like, oh yeah, no, this needs something. Well, that was just the wrong thing. Okay. I'm getting a little too comfortable, and I'm about to walk off the edge here. Amazing. It was 0 out of 10. Literally, like, there's so much stuff in Steven Universe that is, like, I don't know why, but every time it starts getting wild like that, it always catches me off guard. Because I'm like, not in my Steven Universe, when in fact the show has been like this from the very beginning. But I remember when they did the drill and went to, like, the core of the earth and had all those crystal shards that had been mushed together. That was intense. Like, super intense. Yeah, that was very uncomfortable. Like, I thought it was cool. The cluster. That was so cool. Like, from a storytelling, like, as a stepping outside of Steven's point of view and outside of being immersed in the story, that was a really cool aspect. And the way that they portrayed it was so funky and so, like, it was very cool. I thought it was a very fun thing. But then when you actually, like, think about it within the context of the story, that was fucked up. That was, like, okay. Steven, I don't know why I always forget that Steven Universe has always had horror elements to it, but every time it catches me off guard. True, I was uncomfortable. The cat shape shift, yeah, the cat shape shifting, it started off silly, but then it got very, it got a bit dark. I think Cartoon Network is just kind of like that, though, where their shows are a bit more intense than other things. That was always my impression of the channel. I didn't watch it a lot, but we did watch a lot of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Okay. Hopefully this makes more sense when I come in and, like, decorate it. Make it less funky. I'll leave it like that. That could be cool. Okay. And it's raining. Lovely. It's like a Frankenstein of gyms. Yeah, it was... I love that they did not hesitate to convey to the audience how messed up those gyms were. Because, like, they just explicitly tell you, like, what those essentially souls are going through, and it's rough. Like, I could not imagine seeing that as like a tender 9-year-old. I don't know what the 9-year-old Steven Universe fans were going through back then, but honestly, I don't know anyone that watches that show that was below, like, younger than me. But to be fair, I'm not exposed to that many children. Like, the only child that I have, like, regularly been in contact with over the last few years has been my nephew, who is way too young for Steven Universe. Just way too young. I'm pretty sure the show was almost over by the time he was even born. They did a really good job portraying Garnet's first reaction to the Shattered Fusion. Yeah. I love how they handled Garnet's character. Because they gave Garnet morals, standards, and, like, things that would upset her, and then they did not bend or shy away from those. Because I feel like sometimes when a show will set hard boundaries for a character, they don't always stick to them. But I love that they did for Garnet. I thought that was very cool. Are we out? Oh no, we've got some slaps left. Okay. Okay, amazing. I couldn't tell where we were as far as good block placement. Okay. I feel bad. I get very excited about Steven Universe and I feel like I derailed your stream. No, you are fine. I used to be so passionate about Steven Universe, and the only reason I'm not anymore is because I just haven't seen the show in a while, and that's literally the only reason. I love Steven Universe. I don't know how, like, monumental it was for the intended audience, with the children on Cartoon Network, but I felt like that show had a lot of, or it definitely was one of those things, and maybe this just speaks to how easily I am influenced by media. Especially because Steven Universe was one of the medias that I turned to as a distraction, but it was definitely one of those things that was very... It played a big role in healing processes. So that's fun. Okay. I had no online presence when I first watched it, so I had no one to talk to about it. That's fair. I actually learned about the show on Tumblr, and a lot of my friends got really into it, and Steven Universe was just one of those things that, like, every cosplayer and their mom watched and cosplayed from, especially in my area. So there was definitely, like, a pretty good community around where I lived, which was nice. I feel like everyone in college that I talked to also really loved Steven Universe. I've watched a 2.5-hour rant about Steven Universe where the dude claims the show is empathetic to fascists. I have not seen that one. I typically just ignore YouTube rants that are critiquing things that I like unless it has a catchy enough title. Because if they get a really good point across in the title, then I will, like, see what they have to say. But if it just seems like someone ranting and being angry for the sake of being angry, then I'm like, I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to go through the emotional labor of listening to this rant. But I think I have heard that as a take before, but I haven't looked at it deeply enough to know what sort of validity it holds. But I wouldn't be surprised if they were looking at the diamonds and their redemption arc as that sort of thing. But again, I haven't really studied it like that, so I don't know. Not sure how it ended up there. Sometimes YouTube just puts the wildest stuff in your recommended, and it's like, why is this here? What have I done to make you think I would want to watch this? True, he compared it to My Little Pony. Again, I have never watched My Little Pony, so I don't know. I do know My Little Pony is another one of those children's cartoons that has a very large adult following. But that's all I know about the show. Other than I think they had a movie recently that had a really, really good, catchy song literally about the show's fascists. So, like, that was some fun, funky stuff. But no, I never got into My Little Pony. It just wasn't something that super interested me. I was never in... Like, I had some pony toys, but not many. It was not an IP that I got super duper into as a child anyway. So I wasn't gonna be the type of person that could easily get into being a brony or adult My Little Pony fan. My cousin did, though. That's cool. I think the closest I ever got to watching My Little Pony was I listened to some creepypastas. That's about it. It was... The amount of really weird stuff that came out of the adults in that fandom is kind of disgusting. I've watched some people, like, not do a serious deep dive, but talk about it. It was wild. You know what? We'll just make them all. That's fine. We're almost there. So far, I mean, I haven't seen this at a really good view, but I think I'm happy with it. At the very least, it'll make going to my brother's base way easier. Well, we'll leave it. That's fine. It's also just too much effort to fix it. Because we're using slabs. And we're gonna do this thing again. To make it feel taller. Glad I missed the adult My Little Pony train. Yeah, I've heard someone talk about... They, like... It wasn't fully a deep dive, but they did do... I think it was actually a side tangent in a video about something else. But they were talking about how the My Little Pony fandom was incredibly dangerous for the kids, like the target audience that was in it, because of the adults that flooded the space with very inappropriate content. Like, I don't know why there were so many creepypastas about these ponies mutilating each other and using each other's corpses as party decorations and like just really wild stuff. I've also just realized how extremely like I mean it's out of pocket anyway, but just how weird that sounds to people who didn't have a creepypasta face. Basically, there was this one really infamous creepypasta called Cupcakes, and it was a My Little Pony creepypasta about one of them murdering other ponies and using their mutilated corpses and their organs as party decorations. So, I don't want to go too into detail because I think that might just be against terms of service. But it was very disgusting. So that's the entertainment I chose in high school. I don't know what you guys enjoyed in high school. Are you okay? I like to think I've turned out okay. I was like 15 or 14 when I heard that one, so it wasn't like, I mean, that's pretty young, but it wasn't a super tender age. And I was actively seeking out, like, maybe not gore like that, but creepypastas in general. I didn't come across it thinking I was gonna find some cute My Little Pony thing. I actually didn't realize it was My Little Pony related until I had started listening to it and they were like talking about Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy, and I'm like, who? What? Okay. No, I was a normal kid. Amazing. I'm so happy for you, Pinkie. I remember I got really into a creepypasta in 10th grade, and like the summer between 11th and 10th grade. I was so into it that my shitty boyfriend at the time literally, like, I was trying to talk to him about creepypastas and he's like, I don't even recognize who you are anymore, and it's like, bro, I'm just trying to tell you about spooky internet stories. It's not that deep. Well, we're gonna go with that. That's fine. I think we're gonna aim for over there. But no, I went through a phase where it's a lot more exciting to consume spooky stuff at night. So, you know, like a normal person, I would listen to creepypastas while I was trying to go to bed. And I would just be laid up, cozy in my bed, listening to very spooky stories. And I would fall asleep. I would legitimately fall asleep to these spooky stories about ghosts and demons and people getting murdered and all sorts of, like, wild stuff. But then when I, like, woke up enough to realize I was falling asleep and to turn it off, I thought demons were coming for me. Real spooky time. And to think I was worried my Blade and Sorcery stream would have been too gory. I mean, it is always nice to have a trigger warning, especially with visuals, because I feel like when you're reading something, unless it's just incredibly explicit, you're very much limited by your imagination. So it's like, it's a little bit, and you can kind of say this for, like, listening to stories too. It's a little bit less triggering, in my opinion, to read about something than it is to, like, actually see it. But I don't know if everyone else feels that way. Amazing. We have finished the bridge. My brother's gonna get on and be like, what is this? I think a good example is Momo had me like genuinely shaken up for days when I saw that mess. I hate it. Punk Momo, I hate that. It brings me peace knowing the sculpture was- They destroyed the sculpture? I'm a little sad about that because I thought it was a cool sculpture. Before I realized it was a sculpture though, it had me very spooked. Momo was one of those things where it was like, I know this isn't real, but boy is this visual just very spooky, and I loved that. I've really been offending automod this last week. I get automodded in K streams all the time, so I feel you on that. The creator did because of the not good trend with the image. Oh. Yeah, I think it was being shared around a lot on like WhatsApp and stuff in just really gross ways. It definitely like created a life bigger than the sculpture and the sculptor. No, let me not fall off this bridge. That would be terrible. From here, what it's going to isn't even rendered in. So it just looks like one of those staircases that lead you to your death. The staircases that go to nothing. Let's see what it looks like in the valley. So we can hit a sweet spot where everything's rendered in. Didn't want it being used for bad. That's fair. You know, in my entire career of actively seeking out scary stuff, I did have a rule for myself where if it was like, I was fine with demons, but if it was about Satan himself, the big boy, I wouldn't listen to that by myself. Something about it being about the big boy just didn't, it made it feel extra spooky to me. Like there was this one that was literally called, actually I don't remember what it's called, but it was basically about a game that you could play to literally summon Satan. And I was like, I don't think I want to listen to this by myself. So I waited until a friend spent the night to listen to it. But other than that, there's only two that I can think of that legitimately affected me. And that was this one, I think it was called Symmetry. It was about a man with heterochromia that didn't like that he had heterochromia because he was also one of those people obsessed with symmetry. Now I'm not going to say what happens, but it is extremely gory, and I learned that day that the only kind of gore that really and truly affects me is anything related to eyes. It was not my thing. And then the Goatman creepypasta is the only one that's ever legitimately scared me in the way that it did. So much so that because of that creepypasta, I genuinely believe that the Goatman is real. That's my only explanation, is because a spooky internet story was the only thing to really scare me in the way that that did, so it's gotta be real. I like this. I think it's gonna look really good when we get the railing on and then start decorating it with leaves, but it's got like a really funky shape and I like that. I cannot wait to put in more bridges. I just don't know where the bridges need to go. But I think using the jungle wood was a good choice. When I heard of the Momo thing, I found an article saying people were editing clips of it into children's shows and stuff. One can assume what happens. Yeah, that's the thing. For some reason, a lot of people like to use children's shows and exposing children to horrific things as a spooky thing in and of itself. Like, there are so many creepypastas about children's shows, what, like real life shows having lost media, or just made up shows like Candle Cove, maybe? I actually don't know if that one was based off of a real show or not, or like actual legitimate lost media. But there was another one that was like Happy Appy or something like that, that I'm pretty sure that one was just completely made up. Okay, what am I doing? I don't have a lot of jungle wood, so we'll see how far we can get with this little bit. We're not gonna get super far, but maybe far enough to see what this is gonna feel like. This is gonna be a little weird. See, I don't like this. So I think our best way to, like, make that better is with leaves. I don't think I actually have leaves on hand, so we're gonna need to make some shears. This Minecraft disc was always unsettling to me. What is this, Mellow High? Is this Mellow High? It is Mellow High. I love this one. I think it's so funky. Minecraft discs, the only one I've ever been able to find other than Pigstep, and by the time we found Pigstep, I had already listened to all the discs online. But before I got super into Minecraft enough to actually look up what the discs were, the only one I had ever heard was Cat, and I loved Cat. Cat's funky, it's fun. My brother says it sounds like ass, but I like it. That was the only one I ever found for the longest time. So when I did hear Mellow High for the first time, I think it was actually in relation to EggSMP, and it was, people would use it in animatics, and it made Dream extra spooky, and I was like, oh, okay. I like the vibes. I like what you're doing here. This is very fun, very cinematic, adds a lot to the experience. So because of that, I love Mellow High. I think the most recent EggSMP animatic that Sadist made uses an edit of Mellow High, and it's so good. It adds so much. It's just amazing. Okay. This should be enough leaves to get a feel. I do think it's funny, a lot of people will also use chirp in edits and make it sound spooky, but the first time I'd ever heard chirp was on a Mumbo Jumbo video, and he was using it as like a silly thing. And so now every time I hear chirp, all I can see is just Mumbo Jumbo doing a little like mining speed lapse, time lapse thing, where his character is also, like, he's got overlays of his character dancing, and it's a very not serious moment. So people are trying to show Dream being a manipulate, mansplain, male wife, girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep over here, with chirp playing in the background, and all I see is a silly British man doing Minecraft dances in my head. So that's a fun little contrast. Alright, this is gonna look This is gonna be weird for a bit. It's gonna look a little gross, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. I probably should have used shears on that so that it wouldn't disappear. can't look at 1.18 Minecraft without thinking of the glare. We lost so much. I really love the glare. And so I'm also really into Hermitcraft. I feel like everyone knows that at this point because I will not shut up about it. But, in Season 8 of Hermitcraft, B-Dubs embraced his love of moss and made a new skin that had like a moss sweater for it. And a lot of people were comparing the glare to B-Dubs, and I thought that was so funny. It's like, if I wasn't already sold on the glare, this right here would sell me on it. And I loved it so much. The memes were amazing. I lost love, literally. The glare is so fun. I don't remember what one. I think, was it the alley that won? The little blue fairy man? See, it was hard for me to really decide between the alley and the iron golem because all the content creators that I follow were like pretty split on which one they would prefer between the two. And I was like, guys, I can't have an original thought because my one original thought didn't make it to the final two, so please tell me who to vote for, and no one told me. So I was like, I guess I'm going for the blue boy. This is fine. Yeah, that picks up items and puts them in a box. Yeah, I heard people talking about, like, trying to figure out, how they could use it for farms and item sorting. So I am very curious to see what like the technical community of Minecraft does with it. I think we could see some pretty cool stuff potentially. I have no idea how this thing works, so I'm kind of just talking out of my ass about it. No. No, that doesn't need to go there. Okay. This will definitely give us a feel. Oh, why am I having such a hard time realizing that's how this works? I was annoyed by that because the way it was described, using it to sort things is less convenient than just using redstone. Yeah. But redstone is very difficult, and a lot of people don't know how to use it. So I think there will be a lot of people who love the ally that wouldn't be able to build an item sorter on their own. So it could be useful. I personally like to pretend that I'm really good at redstone, so I will probably continue to use item sorters, the man-made kind. Because it makes me feel very good making redstone stuff. We have just not been collecting our eggs. I need to put hoppers in there, but I am a broke bitch who doesn't have chicken farm hopper iron. So that, we've got that going for us. I feel like we have an elytra. We've done the end, but I am still at that point on this server where I struggle for food. Like, we are definitely... We've done a lot of late game things, but our personal progress is still very early game, I feel like. We've just really been taking it slow. We've been having a terrible, terrible time. Okay. Amazing. That can stay there, that's fine. I I love that it doesn't fully render in from over here. I don't know why I'm collecting so much beetroot, because I don't think we're ever really gonna use it. Other than potentially maybe for the making dye, but even then, I have no idea. I think I might have some potatoes that I put in this furnace over here. No, we do have way more iron than I thought. Amazing. Okay. I think it might be easier just to kill them all and try to spawn some more in than it is to work around them for placing hoppers. I also just don't have any chests made. Okay, we need 4 chests. Why am I trying to use logs? Awesome. Nothing like a little bit of minor genocide to start the day. I say, what time is it? It is definitely not the start of the day. This isn't gonna go into anything. It's just gonna be a little bit of a collection system so that I don't feel like we are wasting our life away. Because I have no collection system. Okay, why did I get so lost there for a second? Oh, no! Why did he do that? Bestie. There we go. Okay. Stop walking into my egg trajectory, please. Oh, there we go. We've got at least 2. We've got 3. Amazing. How is that hitting you? Okay, we've got 4. 5, not bad. And then we can always come in and breed what we do get to up 6. Amazing. Okay, we've got 6, which is nice. I like having even numbers for that. I do have sticks on me. I need to make tools again, because I don't have tools. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but we don't have any tools. And I guess I will make some iron, because we need it. Hand a shield. Shields are actually, I've learned that shields are very useful. So I've always been that person that never, ever in my life, blocks in video games. I always just take it and try not to get hit. But hard Minecraft, you can't play it like that. I've been learning a very valuable lesson. Okay. Where are my feathers? Okay, I think they're in here. I have a lot of feathers, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But it is nice having everything like in the easy to get to, easy to remember spot. Okay. Oh, it is nighttime. I'm trying to keep ghasts spawning to a minimum because I don't want to deal with them. And it is much harder to sleep through the night when people start logging in. Look at our lovely bridge shadow. This is so cool. Okay. let's see. We need to get some leaves to kind of droop down and get a better feel of what it's gonna like actually look like instead of just having a dumb border. Oh, parkour geniuses, look at us. Well, okay. That's all the leaves we are gonna be getting, so I am not making another pair of shears tonight. Amazing. I did think about how I was gonna actually make this pretty. We're gonna need to try to borrow some scaffolding, most likely. Like the actual scaffolding blocks and not like dirt blocks. Okay. There we go. Well, okay. Okay, we've already gotten to it being a little difficult. That's okay. I think this is gonna look really cool. I need to decide exactly how much bush I want to have. Very important decision for any Minecraft player's life. I think it would make sense to have a whole bunch on this end because where it connects at my brother's base is very snowy. And I don't know if you guys know this, but when it's snowing, there's not a lot of vegetation. At least not like this. I like that. I can always spruce it up later as well. I like that part a lot less. The bridge looks amazing. Thank you, Kel! I'm very excited to get it more done. What? I'm very excited about it. We're probably gonna have to ask someone if we could borrow their scaffolding blocks, because I don't want to spin bamboo on that. I actually don't know if I have the bamboo to spare now that I think about it. Okay. I know Moya uses scaffolding, so they might have some they can share with us. Not really sure. But I'm doing a little bit of like a leaf outline so that the railing isn't like floating. Because I do not like that about fences. I actually hate floating fences. Which, you know, it doesn't make sense that I keep using fences for that very purpose if I hate them so much. But, I mean, they work. Kind of. Okay. Gonna start getting a little bit squirrely up there. But I think we're on to something. Thank you, Kel, for the hydrate. Gotta make sure that my throat does not turn into the Sahara Desert out here. Okay. I know it's just a streaming playlist that has no idea what's actually going on in my game, but it always makes me very nervous when it starts playing intense music when I'm not doing anything that's like super intense. It's like all I'm doing is building a bridge, but it's playing like villain music from JoJo's or really intense battle music from Undertale, and I'm like, interesting choice. Okay, we can start knocking out this a little bit. All I want in Minecraft is Animal Crossing fences. Yeah. But like able to achieve that without building on a ridiculous scale, because technically you can make it happen. But the scale you would have to build on, is it even worth it? Because that's a really large scale. Okay, we eventually need to make this match the aesthetic of our cave so that it feels connected. Or it feels less like I did something here and then it just ends there. This is true. It's like, is there a plot I don't know about? Literally, that's how I feel sometimes. Okay. And we'll knock these out too, make them cobble. I know people clown Tommy Innit for loving cobblestone, but when you're looking to spruce up a stone area that you want to be stone, cobblestone is not a bad choice. Especially when you mix in mossy cobblestone. Mossy cobblestone is really where it's at. But if you make everything mossy, then it's not as special. I'm going to attempt something here. It's going to be an ambitious crossover. I want to make a little loop through. Cottagecore vibes, yes! We love cottagecore out here. Honestly, cottagecore has such good vibes. And for... Oh, there's my house. Okay. I need to go grab some bone meal. I need to make more moss. Literally, I think the biggest reason I love building hobbit holes so much in Minecraft is because it's like the perfect cottagecore build. Oh, okay. Don't have much moss on me. Okay. We need to make more mossy cobblestone. That's just what we need in our lives. I'm just gonna make them slabs. It seems like a good thing to do. We'll go farther that way. I also want to be able to do that. want to put light blocks back there. Let's see. I think shroom lights might look okay. But yeah, I do got a couple. Though I don't think I actually need to put 2 back there. I like that. This makes the ceiling feel a little bit taller without actually making it taller. We're cheating a little bit there. Amazing. Okay. Where is... There they are. Okay. Actually... I think just a whole moss block would look nice there. Is this Demon Slayer? Yes! This is Demon Slayer. I haven't finished that anime yet, but I absolutely love it. And my friend Emerald makes a really good Tanjiro. So I'm just vibing with it now because of her. Banger. It is an absolute banger. Honestly, I've had the Demon Slayer opening in my anime playlist on Spotify well before I even started watching the anime. It's just that good of a song. Just gonna make everything cobble. Amazing. This is cute. A little, like, go-through area. I love that. That was a good decision. That's adorable. Okay. Sir! That was so rude. Why was he just willing to jump off a cliff to come eat my face? Okay, I think we can sleep and he will go away. I'm here to announce I will never use a keyboard ever again in my life. This is the last message anyone will ever see. Wow. What a legend, Shadow. Honestly, I feel that way sometimes too. I make just so many horrible typos all the time. Wait, don't go. Guys! Guys, come back! I'll stop acknowledging that. That is a true bargain. Our home's gonna be so nice. I think we might also put glowberries on this thing, the bridge, just to spice it up. I am a glowberry. Okay, never mind. That's not gonna work. But basically, I love glowberries, and if that would have worked, it would have been the best thing in the world. But Minecraft actually just hates me. So of course it wasn't gonna work. spread more moss? Amazing. How far down? Oh, it came all the way down here. I love moss. It's so good. It's just such a pretty block. Okay. I need to calm down about moss. This is very cute though. I am vibing. Oh, that's not even a whole block. What am I doing? Our little cave is looking very nice. I love this. If you're gonna make just really go ham with the cave dwelling. Well, that just adds depth with extra steps. Okay. Oh, I want another glowberry. Okay. Bestie. No. Okay. We're basically just making a lush cave for ourselves. And I love that for us. Well, that's not how you parkour. Okay, here we go. I don't really know why I came up here. I felt like I had like a really good solid plan, but then I just didn't. Okay. This is so cute. Alright, I'm gonna go put these items back in my inventory. So I don't really need to... I don't need to do that, actually. Okay. Amazing. Do you want to grab some string to kind of keep the glowberries from growing longer than I want them to? Like this one? Needs to stay where it's at. I don't know where that string went. Oh, there it is. Okay. Is there any others? I think that's... Yeah, we'll cap that one as well. I think I want to cap this one also. At about there? I don't like when Flowey plays when all I'm doing is placing glowberries. This makes me nervous. I feel like something's gonna come out of the woodworks and murder me on the spot. This looks so cozy. I think it is about time we chop those trees down. They're distracting from our cozy vibes. This is no longer what my base is about. Amazing. We've got the power of Giorno here to protect us. I love that. Honestly, it's been years, and that is still, like, I love Jolene's opening song, but I think Giorno's is still my favorite, and I don't know if that has to do with the music itself or the fact that Giorno is just my favorite JoJo's. Like, I love Jolene. She's a very, very close second. But I just also really, really, really love Giorno. I just think he's neat. Okay. I like that. I think that was a really nice touch. I might carry it over a bit as well, especially if we do leave a little bit of decorative farm up here. Not quite sure. I think it is time to harvest my wheat though, so we can go do that. It is very nice having wheat. I need to make a bigger farm though, because 3 wheat at a time is not cutting it. We're starting to get a lot of cows down there. I don't know if I have a lot of seeds. Yeah, I think I put all of my seeds in the thing down there. Now we are making more babies. Have you guys not dropped a single egg yet? That's fair. Okay. I don't think I'm doing my own villagers. But at the same time, I really want to, just so that I can say I did. That is a lot to try to mess with. I'm obsessed with this little area now. Like, we kept going over here a lot and it was nice. I need to fix it up a bit though, because the creeper did blow it up and it's never been the same since. And we had a place to go and it was nice, and I never went on the other side because there was nowhere to go. Now I feel like I stay over here a lot and it's really nice. Oh yes, this looks a lot better without those trees. Amazing. Maybe we can spruce up the area where Yolt lives? Or maybe we can make him like an actual nice pond. I'll just have to ask someone to come over here and collect the glass with their silk touch. We got Yolt. I love Yolt. One of these days I'm gonna start streaming and there's gonna be a Minecraft axolotl plushie in the background. I need to have one. It's not just a desire. It is a must-have. Okay. Oh, now we get to see what this looks like at night? Cozy. This is so cute. Okay. Let's sleep. I don't actually know what the weather is supposed to do tonight. I heard my coworker say it was supposed to start snowing tonight, but I don't know if... Well, I've gotta go get a hoe. Okay. I don't know if it was like a at 2 in the morning type thing, or... I don't have a hoe. I think we lost our hoe to the void on Saturday. Not really sure. That's okay. It was almost broken anyway, so it doesn't matter. Amazing. We have food now. Okay. Yeah, we've lost our hoe entirely. I love going to visit Moya's base now, because this is so fun. I love slime trampolines, and I love death shoots in Minecraft. It's so exhilarating in a way that it shouldn't be. Because it's just a block video game, but sometimes... This is why I did this. I don't know how many glow squid are actually in there and how much of that is a reflection. But this is amazing. I think there's like 2 or 3 in there maybe. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. This needs sea lanterns. You could use like glowstone or the shroom lights, but I think sea lanterns would be best because I think it'd be cute for it to stay like a cool tone. But I don't think we'll be able to do an ocean monument anytime soon. I'm sure if Pinky's still here, she remembers how rough the ocean monument playing on normal was. I couldn't imagine the struggle we would go through trying to play it on hard. Why are all the chickens right here? Okay. I think at this point Moya will know we're the ones who built the secret base here, but that's fine. I don't care. I'm very shocked that she found it super fast. Okay. Hello? Okay. That's fine. Why were there... Well, I guess there are more chickens downstairs, so that's why there were more eggs. This slime looks so pretty. I know it's the lighting, but it's so, like, cool toned green. I love that. Look at all these slime babies. Love this. Oh, I see. They have black glass here, or dark gray, to make it look like it's just the pole and then the blue up there. That is so smart. Moya big brained this design for real. That is so cool. Oh, not me getting lost and stuck in there. Very cute. Oh. They've got lots of scaffolding. I don't want to borrow without asking, though. Okay. That is very cool. I would love to get a beacon. I don't know where I would put it yet. I still haven't even started thinking about like a mega build, because I really want to do one, but I feel like I talk about wanting to do one all the time and I have yet to actually do it. So we'll see. Amazing. Okay. I love this little like area. I don't know what to put down here. It's mostly just like a transitional area between my base and Moya's. But it's fun. I like it. Yes, here we go. I don't have a manual farm for my cactus set up. I fear one of the items, because the weird thing about cactuses is it'll just break items, like make them disappear forever, and that's so strange. But I think we lost one of the little cactus bits. I'm not that upset about losing a slime, so we have a lot. I think I've hit that point where I don't know what to do, but I am obsessed with what we have done. And so I just keep walking around and looking at it. That's my favorite thing about Minecraft, is just being able to look at what I have built and it being stunning. Not to toot my own horn here. I think we're gonna go steal from my shop again. Okay. I have sticks on me. I have a little bit. Not a lot. But I think we can make it work. I don't want to steal that much, but I also want it to be even, so... I'm gonna sacrifice one for sticks. That should be enough fence posts. Do you guys think 62.5 or a stack and a half is a... Actually, I have no idea. We went through a lot of slabs. Several stacks of slabs. Yo, Kate! Thank you so much for the raid! How did your stream go? What did you play? Also, welcome K-Raiders. Hi, Keegan! Were you also watching K, or are you saying hello to the K-Raiders? I don't know why every time you do the Pikachu emotes, I always just... That's just saying hello in my head. I was in both chats, yes, yes. Ooh, awesome, awesome. Gee, I just showed up. Weird. Hi, Mopey, how are you doing? Hi, Kate, how did your stream go? I hope it went well. I hope you guys are also having a great evening / day, depending on your time zone. Although, I don't know that many places where it's daytime right now. I don't even know what time it is where I live. Doing well, GeoGuessr was fun. Yo, nice, nice. Very sad that I missed the GeoGuessr stream. But I'm glad you guys had a good time. I'll have to go back and watch the VOD. So I saw that you guys are planning on doing that this week, and I was so hyped. And I thought maybe you guys would still be live when I finished, because sometimes it works out that way. The Pikachus are exclusively hello and sometimes hype. Okay, that's how I always read them, because that's, like, mostly when you use them, I think. At least, like, in the chats that I've seen you in, that's mostly how you use them. Okay, this bridge is, like, 50% safer now. Doing well, GeoGuessr was fun. I am so glad that you're doing well, Mopey. Did GeoGuessr got lots of help from chat? Yeah, GeoGuessr is a really hard game to play. I'm not good at it. Oh, well, alright, let's go make some more fences. I thought that was gonna be a lot, but we didn't get very far at all. We were buffering a lot, so we had to end. Oh, okay. Yikes. It sucks that you keep having connectivity issues. I hope you're able to figure out what's going on pretty soon, though. How's that? The EggSMP is doing great. I built a bridge so that it's easier to go visit my brother's place. It's currently out of render distance, so it looks like a stairwell up to nothing. You know, those stairwells you find in the woods that literally just go to nothing, and they're just kind of there, and they have bad vibes. Fun stuff. Okay, that's not a lot of fences. Okay, that's a bit more. It was fun though, thanks K-Pen and Hannah. Yeah, K-Pen streams are always a blast, even if they are a little bit scuffed or have like connection issues. It is so worth it. Are you aware of what looks like string placed by your door in the air? Yes, yes, yes. The string is here to keep the glowberry vines from growing past a certain stage, because I kind of like them being asymmetrical. So that was an intentional thing to keep the design. I could see things being, I don't know, yeah, I have been very mischievous and causing lots of inconveniences to my friends on the server. So it would not be too out of place for there to have been like some sort of shenanigans going on there with the string. So I appreciate you like asking about that. That's very kind. But no, I put those there. Oh, there needed to be a leaf there, but actually, that works. I like that.
Kurapika is now drowning in an indescribable emptiness.
I kept seeing that meme on TikTok before I even started watching Hunter x Hunter, and when I got to that episode, I didn't watch it in English, but when I got to that episode, I knew that that was the meme. And it was such a serious moment, but I could not help but die out laughing. And it was like 11 o'clock at night too. It was so late. That might have been a
NANI?!
Hannah wanted to test the sound alerts. Amazing. My sound alerts are very much anime weeb core for the most part. Which I was like debating when I was doing sound alerts if I really wanted to go hard with like anime sounds. Cause I know like some of my regulars don't watch a lot of anime, but it's something that I watch a lot of, so I thought it still fit and was fun. Okay. I'm a little lost and confused. What site do you do your sound alerts through? I cannot get mine to work. I did mine through the sound alerts thing. I think it's the one that like everybody uses. But sometimes they do not work at all, and sometimes they work but just barely, and it sounds like I'm streaming from a potato. And like sometimes they just don't work and I don't know why. So that's a fun cute thing. Also, I think I lied when I said I wasn't gonna do any more shears tonight because I really want to get more leaves for the bridge. So more shears it is. I love the modify emote thing, but not my streamer lying. Canceled. What? Now I'm confused. Do I not use the sound alerts? Also, I think that you lied about sheer. I'm so confused right now. Making more oh, yes. Sorry. I don't know why I could not figure out what the fuck you guys were talking about. Sometimes I will say something and then immediately forget, or I'll start talking about something else and assume that the chat is talking about that, And because I also just immediately forget what I say sometimes, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I didn't lie to Kay. What did I say that was lying to Kay? You said, I know I wasn't gonna do any more sharing, but I lied. Yeah. I do that sometimes. Sometimes I get to be in a silly, goofy mood, and I don't tell the truth. Specifically about things that I will do in Minecraft. I do that a lot of the time. Valid. Absolutely fair. Please, I do this so often, I know what you mean. I will be tweeting about this. Yikes. I look forward to my first streamer canceled arc. Especially because it's not going to be about anything super serious. Absolutely amazing. Just like an oopsie gaslight art. Like, yeah, guys, sorry, I didn't mean to gaslight you guys. And honestly, is it really my fault that you guys got gaslit? Oof. I could be, if I didn't have morals, and if I wasn't such a people pleaser, and feel bad about, like, doing it, I would be such a problem when it came to being a gaslight, male boss, manipulate, all of them, all 6 of them. Oof. I don't know, it's like a weird thing to recognize in yourself. It's like, man, if I just didn't feel bad when I was, like, about being a bad person, I would be such a good bad person. I don't know if that's a weird thing to, like, say about yourself. Break out the notes app apology. Literally. I'll start making the like YouTube apology videos where they're fake crying before they even start. It's like, bestie, you're not fooling anyone. It's so funny though. I think back before COVID, I think it was at VidCon actually, I saw someone cosplaying a apology video. And that person was big brain. It was so funny. Also, I think it's really funny when people do the Notes app apology instead of, like, doing a video, because I feel like from the person apologizing standpoint, it would be easier to make a video instead of trying to type it all out. But at the same time, I guess when you type it all out, it gives you a better chance to make sure you get your story straight. Because I know a lot of times when you lie, it's very hard to keep your story straight. But I don't know. I guess it's also like, I would never, well, I guess I don't want to say I would never, because you never know. James Charles and a billion other people. Right? I will say, and I don't know if this, like, what this says about, this type of thing happening in that circle and how people usually respond to it, but I honestly, I don't respect James Charles because he's done gross stuff. But I do respect that he didn't try to say he didn't do it. He didn't try to roll at someone else under the bus. He literally was like, yeah, I did it. He didn't try to lie about it. He did try to excuse it and say, I only did it because I was desperate, which is still kind of gross. But at least he admitted to it. And I can respect that. But, like, if that's where the bar is, that is so low, and that is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Someone who immediately develops a stutter when what I am saying matters, I would have to write it down first. Either way, that is fair. Like, I am one of those people that when I get very passionate or, like, upset about something, I have a really hard time expressing what I want to say. Especially when I feel like I have to have a whole, like, thesis and research paper behind it. Because whenever I would talk about politics with my ex, it was always, it felt like I had to have, like, cited sources and all sorts of stuff. Like, it couldn't just be a conversation. And I feel like if you were getting canceled on the internet, it would probably feel the same. because you're not exactly in a position for there to be a healthy conversation. You have to either clear your name or make it seem less bad than it really is. So it is a very high stress thing, so I probably would end up at least writing it out. I don't know how I would present the apology. Because, so if I was genuinely sorry, I wouldn't mind doing like the Notes app apology, except for I don't have Notes app on my phone. But from the perspective of someone who is lying, actually no, I was gonna say the Notes app apology makes it to where it's easier for people to analyze your words, but then I realized that body language exists, and body language is a lot harder to keep in check. It is very easy to tell when someone is lying if you know how to do that, based on like their body language. So yeah, the apology, the Notes app apology is probably the best way to go across the board. I had to talk myself through that because I was initially thinking, wouldn't it be easier just to say things instead of typing it all out? Especially on a phone. Y'all would not get a Notes app apology from me. You guys would get the Google Doc. Prefer to be wholesome. I would prefer James Charles doesn't come for me, but it's not drama if it's true, to be honest. Yeah, that is true. It's not... It shouldn't be called drama when you're actually committing crimes and, like, doing things. Because at that point, calling it drama just belittles it. And that doesn't help anybody. That's the thing, is, like, I feel like a lot of YouTube drama is literally just people being called out for being predators. But then it gets wrapped under the rug as drama because it gets covered by commentary channels and people who also make content about petty drama. And so it's a weird thing. I wouldn't have to fake cry because I cry when I get stressed out. Mood. I don't know why I didn't see that earlier because I think that message was sitting there for a second, but honestly, mood. I literally cry over the weirdest stuff sometimes, like serious conversation, definitely crying. Stressful situations, oh, most definitely. Watching Steven Universe for some reason, yes. Watching weird deep dive videos that aren't even about serious or emotional topics. Sometimes. Like, I don't know what it is. My tear ducts just like to make sure that, I guess it's like making sure they still work. Maybe CoStar isn't wrong when they say Keegan is an emotional wreck. What? Wait, what is CoStar? I cried over my dog laying on the floor after I told her no because I felt bad. Oh. I've never done that, but I also don't have pets. So I can't say I would never do that. Like, I understand. I definitely understand. CoStar is an astrology app that slanders your name constantly. That sounds so fun. I will be looking it up after stream. I feel like mine would be a lot of fun because I'm a Leo, and I feel like there's lots of fun, messy things people have to say about Leos. She lays on my bed and she was being rude, and I told her not to be rude, and she laid on the floor instead of my bed, and I feel like I committed a crime. Oh no, not the crime, just being you. Communicating your boundaries with your dog. Oof. It can, like, compare you to your friends. Like, it isn't advertised as that, but it does that. Oh, that is so funny. My favorite thing about witchcraft stuff is when it just absolutely calls you out or like slanders you. It's like it's not wrong, but it didn't need to say it type of thing, and I love that. Like when your tarot cards call you out on some ridiculous bullshit and you're like, dang, I didn't need this from these cards today. She argues with me. That is very funny. It tends to shippy with people too. Said with me. What? That is so funny. It said both me and Vit enjoy littering. The more I learn about this thing, the more I am intrigued. I did, I was so mad. Oof. Littering is so stressful. Like, not to say that I litter, but like the idea of it, I feel like as soon as something like drops from my hand, I'm going to jail. So I know sometimes when you like on the road and you eat like a fucking banana, the banana peel itself technically counts as litter, but it's like biodegradable, so environmentally it doesn't feel bad. And so sometimes I'll be in the car and we'll be on a road trip and my mom's like, hey, can you throw this banana peel out? And I feel like I don't feel like it's a wrong thing to do. Like, I haven't seen anything that's like, banana peels are very harmful for the environment, don't throw them out. But I feel like as soon as I do, I will be arrested. Just on the spot. Going to jail over banana peel. Co-star is nice to my face and calls me emotional garbage on everyone else's. Co-star, so like rude. Wait, is there like a thing where you add people and everyone can like see stuff? Because that is so funny. Yes, you add people. Amazing. I'll have to make one. I want to see what it's like first before I'm like, guys, please add me on co-star. That is so funny. We'll do a little bit of bush. Just so that it doesn't feel weird. Alright. Now we can confidently fence the whole way. You can add... Oh shit, okay. I was trying to read chat. The skeleton is so rude. There we go. You can add friends and it tells you compatibility. Oh, that is so fun. I want to see how many of my IRLs I can get to download this app as well. Because I actually love that. That is so fun. This feels a lot better with the guardrails on it. I feel 100 times safer. 10,000 times safer. Not me doing the Tommy in it clickbait about my safety on the bridge. Okay. Actually, I have so many sticks. Oh, maybe I don't anymore. I thought I did. I think I've just gone through them with, making, torches. So I make torches a lot. Oh, sounds like our sugarcane's being harvested. Nice. I wonder if it's a lot less effective now, though, with the bridge. I'm actually gonna go see if anything gets stuck on the bridge. Hello? It is not any less effective. Nice. I love that. I love that our sugarcane farm is so shitty. And it's so, like, it's very ineffective because it doesn't collect 100% of the drops. But my friends spend so much time on this server that they load it in enough. So I know Katie will AFK for long periods of time in Moya's base. I actually caught them doing that the other day. It was a very fun time. See how far we can get with this. Well, this is just a funky spot in the bridge. Okay. Love that for me. Oh, I learned something today. I did not know that Britney Spears was from the South. To be fair, her sister's name is Jamie Lynn, and that is a very Southern sounding name to me. And I have lived in the South my whole life. So I feel like I can say that. And have it be correct. But basically, I did not know that she was from the South, and I learned today she's from Louisiana. Because somebody was talking about something she posted to Instagram that people said made no sense. But then they were talking about it makes a lot of sense when you read it in a Southern dialect. So that was kind of fun. I don't know why I didn't know that about her before. I also don't really realize or know why I should have known that. Because I actually don't keep up with Britney Spears lore. But I thought that was kind of a fun thing to learn today. Did you also get the TikTok about the lady reading the post? Yes, I did. That's how I learned. They were like, yeah, she's from Louisiana. I was like, oh, is she? And then after I learned that, I was like, literally, Jamie Lynn is such a fucking Southern name. Why did you not just assume that anyway? So that was fun. I do not have any jungle wood left. I would have to go steal more from my shop, and I kind of don't want to do that. But this is the vibe so far. I think it looks a lot more like a bridge with the guardrails on. I'm gonna go see what it looks like from the ground. I still feel like the post makes zero sense, but also she has never been allowed to run her own social media. Yeah. I think when she read it out, I could follow the story. Her reason for posting it, I don't know enough about what's going on in her life and like how the media's kind of acting about her right now to really tell. I don't know why she posted it. It doesn't make sense to post it because it sounds like it's family drama that she needed to hash out privately. But you know what? To each their own. The story made sense though when the person read it. And there was a couple details that was a little hard for me to follow, but then once I realized, oh, she's talking about a past event, then I was like, okay, I get it. Alright. I like this. It's very cool. I feel like the fencing also makes it feel more slopey. It's a lot more structured than I had envisioned because in my head I was thinking like rope bridge, drawbridge type thing, which is definitely a lot more like curvy and slopey. Ours feels very structured, which is fine. I think it works really well. I like that a lot. I didn't think to do like a dip the way I should have for what I was initially envisioning, but I think this looks better than the dip would. Because I don't want to encroach too much on the valley. Because I love the valley. I think it's beautiful. And I'm very excited to see if anyone's going to build anything cool in the valley. Or if I'm just going to have to populate it myself. I say, being the only one on the server that doesn't consistently work full-time. And is actively trying to make playing Minecraft my full-time job. So I'm probably gonna be the one to do it, which is fine. I love building. We all know this. I do need to collect some coal though. I think it's so funny that people always talk about getting resources on this server. And no one gets the resources that are on the side of the mountain that we pass every single day. they're too busy caving, and then they're like, I can't find any coal. I'm like, besties, you know how much coal I've gotten off the side of the mountain that we walk past all the time? I like our bridge. I think it's cute. It's gonna look so good when we finish all the greenery. But I'm not doing that tonight, because I don't want to deal with the scaffolding. Where am I going? Oh, there's more. Oh, that's just actual snow. Okay. If it snows like really well tomorrow and it sticks and it's pretty outside, I'm gonna try to do cosplay pictures outside in the snow again, but I have no idea who to do. Part of me really wants to do Ranbu, but I also don't want to cosplay Ranbu anytime soon because I've had... One, I just post him a lot. The two, a week or two ago, I had like some white kids. And it matters that they're white because I've literally only seen white people with this take. And every single black person that I've talked to was like, yeah, that's not really a thing that we feel. And I know that my friends don't speak for everybody. But this has just been my understanding of the situation. Basically, I had a bunch of white people, and by a bunch I mean just a handful of kids, come into my DMs on Instagram and like harass me over my Ranbu cosplay, like the face paint version. And so now I'm like, I don't want to put EggSMP do not interact in my bio now, even though I post a lot about the EggSMP. But yeah, I don't know how I want to cosplay in the snow if I do that tomorrow. Because half of it is black, he's an Enderman. Yes, so the thought process is, regardless of who you're cosplaying, if you paint your entire face black, like pitch black, that's still considered blackface. And I'm okay with that. Like, not that I'm okay with doing that, but I am, like, I don't see a flaw in considering that blackface. It makes sense to me. Like, even if it's not blackface in true spirit, it's still, like, pretty iffy. So, like, I get it. I understand it. And a lot of white people have taken that and also said if you do half, or, like, the half and half for Ranbu is also racist and blackface. And every single black cosplayer that I have seen talk about it, they always say, if you're doing half for Ranbu, it's not blackface. Now, I am fully okay with it, like, accepting that it is if someone who is not white genuinely, like, feels that way and says that way, but I've only ever seen white people say that. And I don't want to take white people's voices over black people's voices on black issues. And a lot of it feels very performative. At least the ones that I've seen, because it's been like, I know it's not just the cosplay community that has like a huge racism problem, but that's what we're talking about specifically, and there's lots of issues in it. I mean, you have people, like, still, in 2022, you still have people, like, taping their eyes to look more Asian and stuff like that. And cosplayers, not to say that racism is, like, a messy thing, but cosplayers really do get to doing too much. And a lot of them don't have malicious intent, but then they get very defensive and refuse to learn. And then that then becomes to feel malicious. So I understand, like, people wanting to call people out on that. But then, like, these kids, they get very into calling people out on it. And I'm like, I appreciate your energy, but is this really what you're gonna spend it on? So yeah, I don't really want to cosplay Rambu anytime soon because of it now. Because I'm just kind of like, I just want to stick to myself. But a lot of my friends are like, honestly, there's no issue. And one of my friends was really nice about it, and they were like, hey, there's no problem. Here's this discussion, like, really educated discussion that I've had with some people. And then they even offered, like, to help come up with alternatives, so if I still didn't want to, like, do that and, like, deal with that. So that was kind of cool. I need to put light sources on here, but I also kind of don't want to. I don't know how I want to light up the bridge, but I feel like I should. But I don't want to just put torches. I feel like there are more pressing matters than calling out Rambu cosplay. Exactly. That is literally it. Like, so I have a friend, she is a black woman? I don't actually know if she still identifies as a woman. But anyway, this friend is a black feminine person and literally just got into cosplaying. Like, has only been cosplaying for less than a year, I think. And she is popping off. She's doing great. I forgot where I was going with this, but basically, I guess I just wanted to talk about my awesome cosplay friends. But, yeah, she was like, she hasn't been in this community very long, and we were talking about it, and she was like, yeah, I totally agree that part feels very, like, there's bigger things, and there's things that are actually issues that we really need to focus on. And then you have people that are coming up with their own problems that aren't actually issues, and then spending energy on that instead of trying to correct legitimate problems. And I don't know how much of that is them, like, just genuinely trying to be performative, and how much of that is them trying to create something that they feel like they can fix because they feel like the other problems are too big to fix. Because it's mostly been children that I've seen getting so riled up about this. So I don't want to be too critical, but at the same time, I feel like if there's no criticism, you're not going to learn anything. Like, genuine criticism and not, like, harassment and being mean. But, I don't know. It's just, it's a weird subject, I feel like. I feel like I over-explain it a little bit, and then I make myself a little confused. Because I know that I have people in my life that would genuinely call me out if I was doing something that was a problem like that. Like, they would not let me exist doing that kind of shit. So they never said anything, and I didn't feel like it was a problem. But then I started seeing people talk about how it could be a problem. And then I saw people whose voices matter most on this type of issue talk about how it wasn't a problem. But then people who don't have a lot of say in the issue still talk about it being a problem. So I'm like, what's the verdict here? I'm literally obsessed with this bridge. It's so cute. I love the slope. I love how it looks from down here. This is gonna be amazing. I think it'd be cool to add a little bit of life to the area, because we deforested the place and it has no life. So now I feel like we need to liven the area back up a bit. And I know that's going to eventually mean building custom trees, but I do not feel like doing that right now. Let's see. Donation box, help yourself. We've already done the end run. I will clear that out. No one else has any requests. Amazing. Oh, that's gonna... Oh, let me not drop into a ravine. That's gonna look so cool when we finish all the, like, greenery. And I think what we're gonna do... Let me get to a better angle. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have it really, like, thick over here. And then as it gets higher up and as it gets closer to the snowy peaks, we're gonna thin it out a bit. Like, it's still there, but not as much. I think that is definitely gonna be what we do. Let's see, what do we have? Long live Bambi. I don't know if I've told you guys, but they ended up finding Bambi. He's not dead. Moya did say anyone who lets their foxes out will owe them like 5 diamonds. So we're just going to be very, very careful and not let any of them out. But they did find Bambi. I don't know how we're gonna find Bambi in all this. He might be placed somewhere else. Okay. What's in here? Top rate blocks in here. Foxes might get... Oh, the berry farm. Okay. I forgot that Moya did that. Very cool. This even looks cool from over here. Oh, I'm so excited to get that thing done. Hello? There we go. Okay. I love our area over here. This is so cute. Okay. I could just walk up and down this bridge all day. But now it makes it so much easier. It's not gonna take us 5 minutes to go through the valley and climb the mountain and realize I'm too far over that direction whenever we want to go visit the forehead. I'm very excited about this. Also, something about walking the bridge up here versus climbing the mountain makes it feel way higher up. Amazing. Look how easy that was. It just kind of existed. Okay, I'm gonna finish clearing out the area a little bit so it's a clear walkway. Okay. Amazing. Like, from up here, it just looks like it ends. It's such a steep thing. It just keeps going. That is so cute. Amazing. Okay, let me not take a whole bunch of fall damage. You even get a really good view of Moya's little starter base over there. That is adorable. Oh, this is also at a sweet point where you can see both ends of the valley. building this bridge was the best thing we could have done today. What a nice view. This really puts into perspective that Moya's house is not that far from ours. Like, this makes the valley feel very small. 'Cause I don't know if you guys remember, but when we first started this world, the valley felt huge. It felt massive. But now it doesn't. It's kind of interesting, like, the more comfortable you become in a Minecraft world, the smaller it starts to feel. Because your familiar area kind of sprawls out a bit. It's no longer just a little radius where you built your house. Because our familiar area is the valley, the mountain range, Spawn on the other side of the mountain range, the two villages by Spawn, and then this direction, the villages over there, where Roy and Katie's set up. And I think even to a certain extent, the spruce forest, at least for me, out this way, a little bit of familiar territory. I think that is very cool. Why is the music going so fast? I mean, it's the normal music, but it just feels... I'm not in a fast moment of my life. I guess we'll go through it. I still love that it's not fully in render distance. Amazing. Okay. I've been playing a lot of League of Legends recently, and I'm probably gonna play some more after stream tonight, because I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. But when I sat down at my computer to get ready to start streaming, my fingers on the keyboard assumed the QWER position for League instead of the WAD and Shift position that I usually hold for Minecraft. And I thought that was very funny. Because when I played League the other day for the first time in a while, I had a really hard time figuring out where my fingers needed to go to play the game. Which is weird, because I used to play the game religiously. Back in like 2016, 2017. Our friends have made some really cool things on this server. I do want to go lay eyes on my home away from home. Okay. There should be, the minecart should be on this end. Should be. Here we go. Oh, here's Cat. We were speaking of Cat like an hour or two ago. Okay. I like the cat disc. I don't know why my brother hates it so much. Right. Our home away from home. We put all of his stuff in here and we told him it was in his base. But like technically this is my base. So I don't know if I lied or not. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that telling someone that you put something in their base, but then you actually put it in your secret base, which just so happens to be inside of their base? Not sure. I feel like if it was anything else, I would say it's mine. Like the axolotl, I'm gonna say it's in my base. I just outright stole that. I'll probably give it back though. But like the stuff that was initially his, all that diamond gear, It's not in my base. I put it back in his base. Even though the axolotl's totally in my base and they're in the same chest. Alright, I'm gonna go see Katie's place. So I like visiting the pit. And I don't feel like we've spent a lot of time in the pit on stream. We got a little lost in the pit the other day, but that's okay. Never mind. I was gonna make a shape, but I am just actively being chased. Okay. Amazing. I don't feel like it's ideal for resource gathering, but I love the cave generations. And I'm also loving how many people I have been seeing build cave bases. Very fun, funky stuff. I also love that Katie has essentially made this like a greenhouse. I think that is very cute. Amazing. I don't really know why I wanted to come here. It just, I felt like I wanted to come here. Oh, they got a wither skull. Do they have foxes somewhere? Oh, this is cool. I have not actually explored their base. Not me walking through somebody's house without them even knowing I'm here. Oh no, besties. Okay, we gotta corral Naruto back. They named him Naruto? We gotta corral Naruto back in. Oh, that actually was very easy. Okay. I've learned my lesson not to snoop around people's foxes. I think this pit looks very cool. I don't have enough rockets. I was gonna say, I wonder how far we could fly out through that thing. How easy it would be. Okay. It's not a hell pit, it's a home pit. I love it. Okay, we have to ride the minecart back to our base so that it is there next time we want to come snooping. Okay. You know what? I also just need wheat. Yes, I only harvested wheat. Amazing. Is it a bad thing to do to harvest someone else's crops as long as you plant it back? So if I didn't plant this back, then I feel like that would cross the line. That would be bad. But since I am planting it back, then it's fine. I'm also gonna add some more wheat, although I'm pretty sure he wanted these to be potatoes, but fuck it, he's getting wheat. Amazing. Okay. Now we can go breed our cows. I have so many seeds on me now. We love it. All right. Back to the valley. It's not stealing if you replace it. I'm glad that you guys also see it that way. I kind of want to go cave exploring off of this tunnel, but I also feel like it's already been explored, so there's no point. What a sight. I love this. It would also be very cool to figure out like some cool armor stand stuff to make it look like there's just always people walking on the bridge. Add a little bit of life to the build. I think that's my favorite thing about watching Minecraft YouTubers is when they get really engrossed in building. A lot of times they will do things to make it feel like there's life. Like there's stuff going on outside of the players. And I love that because without multiplayer, Minecraft is a very incredibly, cripplingly lonely game. And that's why I don't play by myself. So, I feel like adding as much life as you can with your builds is the only way to stay sane while playing the game when you play by yourself. Because when you play with other people, then they add life. Especially when you guys are on at the same time. Or the fact that there's things popping up that you yourself are not doing is enough to add life, in my opinion. For like the playing experience. But when you play by yourself, there's no one there to add things when you're not online. So it's all you. And I think that can be very cool at the end of the day when you walk through your world and you can be like, I did all of this. Especially like a long-lasting world. But I don't know, sounds very lonely. Being the only one on such a immersive, massive world. We have so many cows. I kind of want to wait until we start having a problem with how many cows we have. But this is such a large space to like try to entity cram. I just feel like we don't have enough cows yet to start harvesting them. And I don't know when we'll have enough. It's some unquantifiable number right now. I just feel like we don't have enough. Okay. Oh, I do still have a hoe on me. I keep this thing on me. I was harvesting a whole bunch of this stuff to finish that tunnel at Moya's. It's more of a drop chute than a tunnel. I've just realized I'm sitting here being like, wow, I wonder why I'm so tired. I've only been streaming for 3 hours. I didn't start streaming till 7 o'clock. It's not my usual 6 p.m. start. So for some reason, I'm thinking it's probably like 9, when in reality, it's like 10 something. Oof. It's so funny how quick I am to forget things. If I were a person that just kinned everything that I slightly related to, I'd be a Ronbu kinny. But like character Ronbu, because kinning real life people is kind of gross. And when I say kinning real life people, I'm not talking about like DID alters that are based on real people. I'm talking about like just honestly kinning without any other thing going on. It's gross. Okay. Now that I've dropped that hot take, I think we're gonna call it a night. But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you guys had a good time. It was a more chill, laid-back stream. I don't know what we're doing Saturday. Maybe more EggSMP. But yeah, hopefully Saturday I can tell you about a nice, fun snow day. I'm very excited. Let me see if there's anyone who's streaming right now. Okay. Good stream. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But I hope you guys have a good night. I'm gonna send you guys over to Doc. He is streaming Minecraft right now, so that's gonna be fun. He's got good vibes. So, I hope you guys enjoy Doc's stream. I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, and I will see you Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you know, the usual. And I hope you guys are nice to Doc. Not that I'm worried about you not, but it seems like a good thing to say. Alright, bye. Good night.